to the big house, Michigan Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Hawkeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the back. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Underwood. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Iowa!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game.
Got a little grass. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Throwing, Underwood. He's got him in the flat. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Wolverines will try to convert on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Gonna take a shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Picks up the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Moulton. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, third and obvious passing situation. They bring out a lot of wide receivers, so the defense is expecting it, but nice job in pass protection, giving the quarterback an opportunity. These windows are going to be pretty tight when you've got a lot of DBs back there to throw into, but that time able to hook up with his guy and get the first down.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Moulton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Handoff for Moulton. Might have a chance. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Snowed under by the defense.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Underwood to throw. Got his man on the outside. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
Wide receivers, you know, they might have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they? According to them. And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. Could be an alley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Oh, better look out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Malton. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up as a 26 with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got a man. It's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds his man. It's Buchanan. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finally, this This offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pocket breaking down, and it's a sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it. Fires
to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing, Underwood, bringing the heat. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 17 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's LSU who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a
breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Moulton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff for Malton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bell. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't find much running room on 1st down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Here's Underwood to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. There he goes down the right side. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Again, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Into the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Kamari again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's a give to Malton. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes! And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him, continues to make catches.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quickly complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Underwood. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And they did tack on the extra point. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the running back. Here's a little room there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Handoff from Alton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They punt it away on 4th down. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Throwing, Underwood. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Oh, they're after him. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Here's Underwood to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Marshall. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Blasted as he lets it go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get
breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's taking a deep shot, and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Underwood. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw,
he's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Bryce Underwood to the air again. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
On the direct snap, it's Moulton. There's some room. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give to the tailback. Nice move there. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game.